is Streets of Rage? Why is Streets of Rage all piano-y and beautiful? Alright, whatever. We're gonna play some Zelda. Not only are we gonna play Zelda, we're gonna play a particular seed of Zelda that is apparently so weird that Fraser demanded that myself and Jay play it at some point. Hold that thought. Sorry, work stuff. Yeah, nothing important. Oop. Co-com? We will co-com. But first, I need to turn off that chat. I have 2 chats going at the same time.
Oh.
Hello. I need to turn the game down. Because it's quite loud. There we go. And I might need to turn you up. Possibly.
Possibly. Who knows?
You sound okay. Say something.
Okay. Ah.
Say something again.
Mrr.
Already has to let me know if it sounds okay. Man, I can't
Actually,
not want to play.
can you turn yourself up?
Probably. Do I need to?
Do that. Yes.
Okay. Well, here I am. I am a little bit further away from the mic, too. So what is so special about this seed that demanded our attention?
I mean, I just said it was nutty and Jay asked for it.
I thought you had, like, I thought you said something like, "Oh my God, this seed" or something like that.
Yeah.
Is it that
Because
crazy?
it was nutty as... It was real good.
Was it?
If I was actually trying to play fast yesterday, I would have beaten the seed in like 4 hours.
Jesus.
It was a combination of me making the correct plays and getting paid off so outrageously well, and just finding everything.
The making correct plays part is where I'm going to not do.
Yeah, like I think I just chose to do stuff like, I'm not gonna say exactly where, just
Yeah.
a bunch of different like random places,
And just having to pay off.
and I just happened to choose the correct place to go to every time, and I was just like, this is great, this is delightful.
That's oh wow, that's an empty bottle right at launch. Okay, that's not too bad.
It's not just an empty bottle though.
And a heart container.
It's Ruda's bottle.
And an ice chest. Yeah, that's what I meant. Ruda bottle.
No.
And a stick upgrade. That's not terrible to start.
Yeah, the stick upgrade was nice.
Yeah, they're pretty handy actually. Ba, ba, ba. I'm gonna do my normal routes first and see what pops up. Yeah, I'm straight addicted to these randomizers. Like,
I'm not gonna say I'm addicted, but I am enjoying them.
I really am. I do find it funny that you and Jay both were like, yeah, I won't do solos, and I think both of y'all have done multiple solos at this point.
I said like I wasn't sure if I'd do solos.
My
Depends on like it depends on how like accessible I felt the routing was solo, and I feel like I figured it out fast enough that it's
Not bad.
doable.
I like my lavender tunic. It makes me happy. Oh, there's I feel like my controller is more sensitive than it was last time I played. Yeah, I was sitting there at work today. I was like, I feel like maybe I should play some more Rayman, and a hammer. That's wow. Okay. I was like, well, maybe I should friggin' ow. Maybe I should just eat that boulder for breakfast. Lavender. Lavender. Oh, I have a new command that is for this. And it's super obvious, but I hadn't heard it done yet, so nope. Wait, is that what I put in the title?
Oh, nuts!
Yeah, you gotta put the Z.
I didn't even read your title.
That's a lot of nuts!
I just assumed that if it was something for rando, it would just be exclamation point nut.
You are correct. I need to turn the volume up on that though. It was quieter than I wanted it to be.
Yes.
I figured it was appropriate, as obvious as it may be. And by God, is it obvious? But that's okay. Sometimes obvious is a good thing.
It's true.
Ow, Jesus. Okay, just tank that.
How?
Was gonna try $5 next. No, I got talked out of $5. $5 foot long.
Because Jay has that as an alert, doesn't
Because Jay has that. Well, I don't know if he has that as an alert. I think he has it as emote, he said. It must be like tier 2 or tier 3 though.
I remember specifically, like, on a stream, just something popping up being like, $5 foot long. Might be the 500-bit drop.
I don't know.
It's like, during his birthday, someone dropped 500.
I'm
I think I heard of
also...
him.
I'm upset too, because... Alright, so I told you about my bit alert that I was gonna do. So apparently, I remember that scene way better than it actually is. Because I looked up that scene in Stand By Me, and it's not what I remember it being, like, at all.
Yeah, it's just like very quietly been like, you want to see a dead body?
Yeah. So I tried to look up other scenes of that, and there are a couple of them, none of them quite fit what I wanted. So I tried to record my own, and it didn't. I couldn't get it to be quite what I wanted either. So then I gave up. I don't know. I might still do that, but I'm gonna have to like figure out a good way to do it. The closest one I got was The Simpsons. There's a Simpsons clip that does that, and I might be able to cut that and edit it into something useful. Also, is that texture messed up? Has that texture always been like that, where the end of the wall there spreads out?
Yeah.
Wow, I've never noticed that.
This game is not pretty.
I mean, acceptable, but like, I never even noticed that entire. That's like a stretched texture.
That's exactly what it is.
Disgusting.
You disgust me.
You disgust me. Skinner. Alright, so we're gonna do this on. So, like, I feel like I do the same routes every time I start a rando, but, like, the route pays off most of the time, so it's probably not the most efficient. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's not.
It's interesting knowing where most things are, so I don't want to say anything.
I mean, you're welcome, because I'm not gonna finish the seed, like, by any means. So, like, you're welcome to give small hints here and there, but don't be super obvious about it.
I'll just say that I was a kid for a long time.
Really?
Before,
Okay.
before I was even an adult.
So that's how that first seed was with me. I don't know why I went in rhythm with that, but I did. Aw, such a pretty melody. It's very melodic. What? No, my controller. Well, shit. Okay.
Too bad.
That was almost the water song.
Oh, I changed the song up. Dang.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm pretty sure I still have the full song written down. The first one.
That would have been useful. Now we're just going up a scale. Wow, we literally just went up the scale. Like 100%.
You did it.
Well, I mean, it still got some left, but... What? Ugh, my C-stick keeps messing... Or my analog stick on my PS4 controller keeps messing up. I need to actually pay attention to this, I suppose, but also I don't feel like it. It's lots of A's. This is the ah song. Na, 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 na. Yeah, I don't know how I predicted that, but I did.
Congratulations, you're a musical genius.
Natural progression, man. That's my superhero name. Natural progression, man. This is gonna sound weird, but I don't like the way my beard is showing up on camera.
Jesus, John. I thought you were a man of quality.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm so bad. Da, 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 da. It sounds like a One Waker song. There we go. What is this? A piece of art. Oh, that was a lot of work for nothing. I can grind rupees, I guess. Real quick. It should be pretty easy to get 4 and get a shield. Under the bridge dude takes, what, 10 rubies, I think?
40.
Oh, Jesus. Does he take 40?
Yes.
Do I want to come back here, then?
That's why that one seed where we immediately got the wallet, the 200 was so nice. It was
Yeah,
like,
it really was.
and it's like that we found the wallet before the 200 that one.
Yeah, that would have sucked if we... Like, can you imagine the pain?
Wasting 100 rupees.
Yeah. Like, right off the bat like that. I mean, it wouldn't be that bad to grind up to 80 real quick. Just annoying.
Oh, Irene.
Hello, Irene. What?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Some shitty song that I'm misremembering.
Probably.
Oh, you sold that man some allowance. What an asshole.
I mean, generally speaking, yes, I am quite the penis. Don't take that out of context. Or do! In fact, do! I request it.
Or are you just grinding up to 80 rupees?
Like, I'm still deciding while I'm grinding whether or not I want to do that. I guess it wouldn't be that hard. Hey, Wolfclaw! Thanks for the bits. I don't get many bit alerts, which is by default. That's weird. That's not the bit alert I set up.
Yeah, there's a bunch of default ones that go by like value and carry down.
Yeah, I know. I thought I had it set to do just the one that I set up like for all of them. Apparently not though. Oh,
Yeah, I have
I'll
to
change it.
go through mine.
Either way, thanks
I've
for
been
the bits.
slowly
though.
writing down bit alert ideas.
I know. It's
I got
weird
some
because
I got some really stupid ones. It makes me happy.
I've been sitting here like for a year and a half now thinking, alright, so if I ever get to have bits and stuff like that, you're number one, Wolfclaw. You have dethroned the J. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. It's much
Absolutely owned.
Yeah. Jay. He's destroying you, Jay. Absolutely destroying you. Oh my god. Are you drawing a picture with the bits? But thank
Looks
you.
like it.
It's much
Looks like he
appreciated.
looks like he just drew a nut.
You know what to do.
He drew the slingshot, dude. That's a nut.
He really did. It is a nut. It's a good nut. So it's taking me so long to decide whether or not I want to grind that I've almost grinded up to 40. So I guess I'm going to do that. Did it just stop showing
It was
on
great.
the chat?
Doing
Oh,
this
no, it's
exact
just going
thing
through the
actually
queue.
gave me a decision to, yeah, the actual decision that you're making right now is what actually gave me a really early game key turning point to where I went for routing.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't want to fucking grind forever.
I didn't either. But it took me so long to be decisive that I did it anyways. So you went somewhere that you thought you could get rubies? Or did you just like randomly go somewhere?
I'm not gonna tell you.
I'm assuming like the only place we really grind rubies consistently is Castletown. So all the other rubies are randomized.
True.
Well, whatever. I've already grounded at this point, so ground, whatever. Hey, thanks for the
love
hope,
you,
Wolfclaw.
man.
Man, Wolfclaw is being generous as shit right now. Thank you.
It's true.
It is much appreciated. I'm still not used to like seeing the bit alerts and stuff. I'm mad that mine doesn't show up. I'm gonna have to fix that.
Yeah, it's like really awkwardly set up. So
A little bit. I have to come up with some good ideas for like individual ones. I really haven't done those. I'm super not happy with my emote right now either. Maybe not super not
it's a
happy.
placeholder.
Yeah, it's purely sticky bottle. Well, that's useful. So
Not just an empty bottle, John. It's a bottle of red potion.
I mean, that'd be great, but I never use it. I guess that if I need to, I'll have it. How's my day going so far? My day is going pretty good so far. Work was very tiring, so I might come off as a little low energy today. I apologize for that. That's part of the reason I kind of wanted to do a rando, because randos are weirdly, like, engaging and also not at the same time. Like, it's weird. It's hard to really explain unless you've played them, but, like, at least my experience with it so far has been... Like, I have to think about what I'm doing, because I have to, like, route and plan, but it's not in a way that, like, tires me, I guess. So, that's part of where I want to do this instead of Rayman, which is a game that I'm practically playing blind. And I felt like that wasn't, something I could really do or not. And also, I'm just straight somewhat addicted to the randos at this point. But they're so much fun! They're so much fun! Also, when you walk backwards, it's much faster. Except for when the controller doesn't want to control it. There you go. Yeah, otherwise it's been pretty good. And it wasn't like a bad day at work, it was just busy and lots of little crap for me to do. I've noticed that, like, I get more tired when I have a lot of small things to do versus when I just have one big thing. I think because I'm not as good at pacing small tasks. Whereas with, like, if it's a huge task, then, like, I know when to properly take breaks and, like, you know, take my time on stuff. But if it's a bunch of, like, little tasks back to back, I, like, tend not to take breaks or breathers, and then I just end up wearing myself out really bad. So yeah, that was how my day was. Also, I forgot to get the chicken. I forgot the chicken, Frazier.
You messed up.
I mean, obviously. Part of me, like, wants to stop doing Kuko right at the beginning because it's probably my least favorite part about beginning a seed. But, like, the one time I skip it will be the time it's, you know, something required.
Yes.
Something big. Cookie whistle or some such nonsense. I should look up, like, what the most efficient route on the Kukos is.
I don't even know. I've just been doing a route myself. I know a lot of people will throw Kukos in the general direction of the gate or the pen and just hope that they run that way while they do the rest.
No! God. See, this wouldn't be that bad if it wasn't for the controller. Like, the route I'm using now is literally the exact same route I've used since I was a kid. Because I had this habit with this game as a kid for the longest time where I would play up until the Fire Temple. Sometimes a little bit past that, but usually around that. Oops. And I would just stop playing at that point. So, like, the beginning of this game...
Probably because you can do that in a single session, I would imagine.
Basically. And so, like, I would end up playing this game, the beginning of this game, dozens upon dozens of times, whereas I've only completed the game probably 7, 8 times maybe, and I've 100%ed it 3 times, I think. So, like, the first half of this game, I know incredibly well. Or at least at the time I did. So, like, the Kuko stuff and all that, like, I tried a bunch of different routes and figured out which one was faster, because I always wanted to get back to the point where I stopped my last playthrough, but then by that time I would have stopped playing it. My relationship with this game is kind of weird. Weird and long. Giggity. Alright. How's your day been, Wolfclaw? You been having a good day? Has it been eventful? Has it been cool or chill? As the hip kids say.
So aggressive.
Who, me? Why am I aggressive?
Oh.
It's simply...
God, I'm just thinking about, like, the routing I took compared to, like, your routing.
Well, see, this is my normal route for, like, every seed. So, like, this is pretty much what I always do.
I gambled I gambled once, and then I just followed the routing on the gamble.
Huh.
Um,
So you just had like a perfect gamble.
yeah, well, like I did once, and it just unlocked a lot, which allowed me to like follow a path.
You had the perfect cast.
Oh yeah.
The perfect cast. Oh my god, get chicken, thank you. Nothing too crazy with protocol. Calm is good. I like calm days. Like, I appreciate busy days.
I woke up an hour and a half ago.
Dear God, Fraser. What the hell?
Because like I had my friend come over who works nights, and I built his computer.
Ah, that's
I
fine.
didn't like stay up all night doing that with him.
That's fair. That's a long process.
It sucked because he's an impatient bastard.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Actually, building the computer was fine. It was funny. I was giving him small things to do to make him feel like he was included, like super easy stuff. Like super easy stuff.
It's like the equivalent of unplugging the controller and giving it to your little sibling.
He installed the RAM. And it was great because
Very good.
He was freaking the hell out when it wasn't working when we booted it up, and I turned it off, opened it up, popped up the RAM, popped it back in, and it worked.
So, how do you screw up putting RAM in?
He did. He clicked down one side, didn't fully click down the other.
Like it has an audible every time you like when you do it right.
I know. Because there's technically two. Right? Because both sides are equipped.
Yay! That's totally useful. Actually,
yes, it's not. I used 0 ice arrows in my playthrough.
That's. I don't think I've used an ice arrow the entire time we've been playing randos.
I used one because I thought that maybe I could like try to stun lock a mini boss, and I could not. So
I feel like there might be somewhere in this game you can cheese with ice arrows, but I'm just not aware of it.
I mean, it's like you can kind of with Bongo Bongo, but it's not really full cheese.
Again, I haven't even fought Bongo Bongo in any of these seeds yet.
With this seed, I'll chop it up. The shadow is a medallion. But...
I don't even know what you just said because you moaned it.
I said Shadow's medallion. I'll just toss that information.
I mean, I kind of assumed as much as soon as you started.
It's basically
talking.
free information.
Yeah.
Because like all you have to do is walk to the castle.
Oh, come the hell on! I had that like dead on. Like.
You were hooking a little bit left. You gotta kind of like hook into the.
That's the thing. Like this controller pulls right sometimes, and so like I feel like I overcorrected with it. Because like when I was going dead on at the beginning of it, that was me like pulling left.
That being said, this skip isn't really that hard. The hardest part about it is the Kuko more than flying to the platform. Or like trying to deal with the carpenter.
The carpenter is annoying. I've just realized it's best just to be patient and wait for him.
Yeah, be patient and follow him like you did the first time. It's like he does not care about you. He'll just knock you off the ledge.
Out of my way, kid. There we go. God, that really looks like you're not gonna make it.
Yeah, it's really weird. You just kind of plop up there.
Piece of hard vanilla. Okay, I hope that was useful. Alright, there is one more I can get here right now. How do these randomizers even work? I don't know the tech of it, but basically, if you want to know the information, you can hit the command in the title, the exclamation mark "oot rando," and it'll take you to a doc that explains it a bit more in detail. But basically, it takes all of the chests and reward items in the game, so like the heart piece and stuff like that, and shuffles them around. But like the programming makes it to where it's always still beatable. So like certain things are always going to be in similar spots, and I don't know, it's hard to explain. Fraser's more knowledgeable about it than I am, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, so yeah, like every single item location in the game has a list of requirements it takes to get that item.
That's a nut.
That's a big nut.
Yeah.
So yeah, like every single location in the game has a list of requirements of items that you require to get that or access that item.
That's a lot of nuts.
And so it follows a certain logic where items can only be locked behind like chests that don't require the item, unless they're progressive. Like a bomb bag can technically be behind a bomb wall. It's just more bomb bags.
It's just like the first one you get would be the bomb.
And
bag.
basically, so early game, you're always gonna get like
That's
items
a
that
lot
are
of
required
nuts!
for most of the logic. Like you're probably always gonna find the bow in like the first hour, hopefully.
I'm glad that command is getting used because it makes me
Oh.
laugh so much.
I
Oh,
don't know.
you probably don't have stream audio on, do you? Okay.
No, I'm
So-
assuming it's playing the. That's a lot of
Yeah,
nuts.
it's playing. That's a lot of nuts. As it should. I would be greatly surprised if nobody's made that joke already. Surely. Also, I can get bugs. Why do I not already have bugs?
I mean, that's if you want to use your potion.
Of course I want to use my potion. I would much rather have bugs. I thought there were bugs in there, but apparently not. Didn't work that time. I think it has a cooldown on it to keep from spamming. I'll have to look up and see what the time is. It's just a default cooldown, which I don't even know what it is off the top of my head. Are there any bugs over here? I think I looked for bugs here earlier and I didn't find any. Like in another seed. Yeah, that's up.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't really know bug locations other than like the ones in Kakariko in the graveyard.
Yeah, those are like the only ones I know as well. Those and
I think there
the tree
might be
and
one in
castle.
Kokiri Forest.
Probably. I mean, I think there's one in every major area. The two that I always use the most are Castle Town, because it's right on the entrance of the castle, and the ones in Kokiri, or Kakariko.
Yeah.
Yay! It's $5 day again. My favorite. If only this money translated to like actual money.
This is really interesting, just by the time frame of this, because like you've been going for like 25 minutes now.
Oh, I'm sure I'm quite far behind you.
Oh, infinitely far behind me.
I mean,
No,
congratulations.
that's not necessarily on items checked. I just got so lucky. It was so stupid.
I mean, if you went there as a kid, it's got to be Castletown, Gerudo, or if you had the bombs already, you could have gotten the grottos. So, like, there's only so many. I will find it sooner than later.
Oh, 100%.
So, I'm not super concerned about it right now. I'm just kind of like picking up everything in these immediate areas that I know is here. I think I
Yeah.
can do the maze right now. I can't do vase. Yeah, I'm not even gonna worry about that. I was gonna go up top to the Death Mountain, but I'll hold off on that. I'm just gonna go straight to Castletown. I'm gonna start hitting up the grottos. Oh, it was nighttime. I could have got. Is it still nighttime? Is it still nighttime? It is still technically nighttime. Oh, this is weird. Because it's super not nighttime. I had to get this like in the last second. And also pick up some sculptures. I can pick up the bugs on here too. I wasted a stick, Fraser.
Give him the stick. Don't give him the stick. I think I did the exact same thing on that exact same Skulltula. Yes, I did. I did that exact same thing on that exact same Skulltula.
Kind of an annoying sculpture to get if you don't have the proper stuff.
Yeah.
It's nighttime, so I can technically go get the Hylian Shield Grave. So what I'm gonna go do. And also get some bugs on there.
Is Dompe out yet? I don't remember.
Yeah, he's out there. I can't do the...
Okay.
Is he still doing the walking?
Well, he's just not out there if he's not doing the grave digging tour.
Yeah, he's not doing the grave digging tour, but I can still get the thing.
I hate that Dompe's on like a cycle for that. Like, it should just be all night.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because this game doesn't really do cycles, like time cycles.
It punishes you for using Sunsong, because the second you use Sunsong, it's immediately too late for Dompe's digging game.
Yeah, feels like that's just something they didn't really think of whenever they were designing.
But it felt like it was like an active decision to punish the player for using the more convenient method.
I doubt it was like an active decision. Probably just something they didn't think of. Annoying as it may be, I don't think it was done on purpose necessarily. I feel like that's not something they would have punished people for.
Well, it's like Sunsong takes you to halfway through the night or whatever, takes you to midnight.
Yeah.
Whereas nighttime starts at like 6 o'clock for some reason on game time. So it's like halfway through, and like daytime starts at 6 a.m. And then Dompe goes until midnight.
That's a hot, slippery nut.
That is a big nut.
Have you seen the the pictures of the nut items from Octopath?
I really want Octopath.
I do too. I have a pre-order on it that I can't go get because I still owe money on it and I don't have any money.
It's $80.
Yep.
I'm sad.
Yep. Well, it's not 80.
If it was cheaper, I would buy it. Yeah, if it was cheaper, I'd buy it. I'd pay $60 for it.
I want it. I put like $20 down on it. I just don't have $40 to pay the rest of it. I'm not going to until Friday. How long? GameStop doesn't hold pre-orders like long at all, do they?
They hold them for like 3 days or something. I'm sure if you call them, they might be able to accommodate, because they hold it assuming there's no communication, right?
Yeah.
So you might be able to work something out.
I might, because one of the assistant manager at the store closest to mine actually shops at my store. Yeah, do that with that information, what you will.
I mean, it's more that like he's accommodating, or more like he'd be accommodating.
Is my point.
So I'm sure if you just talk to him, then yeah.
I won't
sure it'd be fine.
blackmail. Oh, damn it! Walking up those things is so hard. Ooh, I can do the grotto over the side of the thing as well. I forgot about that.
I like how the only real way you found out is by falling in the water, being like, I guess I can do that.
I just kind of forgot about it until I fell. It's weird because, like, when I was having problems with my controller, it made climbing up the chain so much easier. But then when I corrected my controller, now it's hard again because this game.
I line myself up with the wall, then back or side hop over it.
Well, it's the controller pulling is the thing. It always pulls right. Not always, but a lot of the times it pulls right, like it leans right. So I have to like correct left for it.
You have a different controller?
I mean, it did the same thing with my 360 when I was using it.
I wish the May Flash adapters were like $20 because they're apparently really good. You can get May Flash N64 USB adapters.
What's that for?
PC, N64 controller.
I want to get the friggin' what's it called? The new one that's like designed for 360 that they kickstarted a while back.
Yeah.
I really want to get that. I've heard exclusively good things. Probably like 30, yeah.
Yeah, I know a couple people will have them.
I've known a couple people that had them, but nobody's like brought it to the shop for me to try or anything yet. But I have heard like exclusively good things about it, and that makes me excited. Alright, I guess I'll go up here and figure out where all the stuff is. That'll be a good idea for planning.
Yeah, I did not do this early. I wish I did it sooner. Where like I was through Castletown and just like didn't check it before I left to do Zelda and stuff.
Lake. One is in an immense cavern. And one in an ancient tree. Oh shit, it's a Deku's.
Oh yeah, I did discover the method of figuring out
Which one's
what
which?
medallion is which. It literally plays out in order. So from the first hint, it says, despite the color of the text, which confuses the heck out of me,
Yeah.
it will be like the light medallion. Second one will be like the forest. Third one will be like water, fire, or whatever,
God, that
etc., all the way down the line.
I kind of hate when the spiritual stones are actually the kid dungeons because they're so quick and easy. That
Yeah.
I'd much rather medallions be them. That's fine.
No.
I don't want to do water, and that's the only one that I particularly don't like. So. I have to concentrate on this. Once I get the blue ones, though, it won't be that bad. The blue ones are the only ones I particularly don't like. And now the old readies.
Oh yeah, I finally redeemed myself on those missions, or on all the
No!
shooting galleries. I got all the shooting galleries first try, including the bomb shoes.
Blame you for this. It's so satisfying when you get bomb shoe first try. Water
Yeah, I got both of them. I actually didn't miss a single bomb shoe on both prizes.
There's a secret to the water temple, Wolf, and that is going. Is it clockwise or counterclockwise? No. Ha 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 ha.
I don't know. I always just knew where to go. I messed up so bad my first playthrough that like I automatically memorized where to go.
That's a nut. I can't remember if it's clockwise or counterclockwise, but basically, if you pick a direction and like start at the bottom and spiral
I think it's
top.
counterclockwise.
I think it's counterclockwise. I think you're right. If you start at the bottom and just go counterclockwise up, then you'll pretty much like it makes it way more linear than it seems.
Yeah. Okay, that was a nut.
That was a nut. And I have bombs, so I can actually do bomb shoot on too.
The one thing I always see people forget is that one key that's like underneath a platform that rises up when you flood the center pillar.
I actually forgot that one the other day.
See, people miss that all the time.
It's one of those like now that I remember it's there, I'm never gonna forget it again. At least not while I'm doing randos. All right.
That's a lot of nuts!
That's a lot of nuts! Thank you, Wolf Claw. I appreciate it. Your enthusiasm is appreciated. Let's see if we can.
You got to. Did you ever put low latency on?
Hold on. What?
You ever put low latency on?
Nope. I totally forgot.
It just makes like random pop-ups for like alerts so much more impactful for timing.
Oh, I overshot it. Oop.
Yeah, I felt really good. I got like first shot on the diagonal shot on mine. Felt really good.
Once you figure out the angle and the timing, it's not that bad. The third one's the one that always gets me because that stupid giant chick.
Yeah, the chicken lord ran out of the way for me. It's great.
I've noticed, like, you were going the right direction, and then you went and you fucked it up. That's not a nut. That's the opposite of a nut. That's a grape. Bastard. No! Like, they're off to the side, and then as soon as I drop the bomb, they're like, alright, bomb, go!
Oh yeah, 100%.
That's why, like, I started for a long time shooting while they're in the center, but then I swear it's like they know. They just know.
Yeah, exactly. It's like when I was doing the chest game, where like they would the first couple times I did the chess game, it was the exact same pattern for the first 3 chests for like the first like 5 attempts or whatever, and like I just kept assuming that it was going to be wrong on one of them, and I just kept getting absolutely owned, being like, oh god. And then the second that I started going by the actual pattern, it changed. I was just like,
let there be no doubt. Let's go get the chicken real quick, and then I'm actually gonna come grind rubies and try that again, so I can go ahead and get the second one. Okay. If it's nighttime in Market Town later, I can go ahead and do Mr. Dick. Mr. Dick Richard, Mr. Worldwide. Yeah, shut up, give me your eggs. Don't take that out of context. Or do. I don't care. I have stopped caring what people think. I have become Death, Destroyer of Worlds. Lover of music. Specifically video game music. I'm getting a call from work. I'm gonna mute.
Yeah, test it. Test it real good.
The PlayStation VR, coming soon to a game exchange near you, assuming it actually works. They're calling to make sure that that they had to test it before taking it in. It's like, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, you
That's
do.
how most peripherals are. That's how most everything is.
To be fair, there are things we don't test that you would think we do, which is usually...
I would imagine like a lot of discs. You just look at the surface if it's not scratched.
Oh yeah, all discs we just eyeball. But like certain things like controllers actually, with the exception of PS4 and Xbox One, because there's actually a Windows app you can use to test those. I can't remember the name. I think it's like Game Tester or something like that. We use to test that, but like for retro consoles or retro controllers and stuff like that, there's no convenient way to test those because we don't have tester systems. We just have a clone console, kind of like a Retron, to test games on. And you can't plug in controllers to those, or not the OG controllers. So a lot of the time, like, we just have to eyeball it. Well, on the Yobos that we have, you can plug in Super Nintendo controllers, technically.
Do you have a Retron 5 that's still kicking around there?
No, we don't use those. We can't use those for testing. I tried. I don't know why. They've never given me a good reason. And also, I mean, to be fair, we also get controllers in... Oh, crap. At such a, like, consistent basis and so often that we would spend so much time just testing controllers. It's kind of not even worth it, just as a statistic.
Yeah, honestly.
And a lot of the controllers, too, we sell for, like, $10, so it's not...
A lot of controllers that don't work traditionally are also beat to hell, and you probably just won't buy the ones.
Yeah, like, we eyeball it as well, so we'll know pretty easily if it's, you know, something's wrong with it. And also, like, I can fix most controllers, even if there is something wrong with it, so... I've actually, like, I feel like out of all the repairs that Son of a bitch! Son of a chick! Out of all the repairs I learned to do in that store, like, controllers are the easiest and most, like, what I'm the most efficient at. I did that too late. Yeah, I thought so. Don't you do it! You did it! No! No! I missed my opportunity. If that first one didn't hit the slider, I would have got it. Go, 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 go. Be my champion! No! Oh, it hurts so much. Chicken Lord. What did I ever do to you? Is it all the chicken tenders I've eaten in my life? Because I've eaten just a lot of chicken tenders. Thank you. Thank you, Chicken Lord. This isn't even the winning one. This is just money.
Where?
I did come up with an idea for an emote. Okay, this is an idea. That I think I'm gonna do. I don't want to say what it is because it might spoil it, but it involves one of my favorite types of YouTube videos.
Oh god.
There's so many options.
No, I know exactly what one you're referring to.
No, you're thinking of the Jurassic Park melodica, aren't you?
No.
Oh shit, what one are you thinking of then?
I'm not thinking of specific. You said types of YouTube videos.
Yeah, you probably know then.
I don't know what the emote would be, but I know what types of YouTube you're referring to.
The Anonymous.
I was gonna say source filmmaker videos.
Yeah. There's one particular thing that I've seen that I really want to have an emote of. The thing is, I'm gonna have to do some work on it though, because I can't find a good, clear image of it, and obviously I don't know how to like 3D render stuff, so I'm gonna have to do some work to make it a good image. But I'm dedicated. I'm going to suck my penis, chicken. My friends do know me well. I love me
And
some.
every once in a while, John will be cackling and send me a link of a video. It's almost the exact same as the previous video he sent me. But he's just like, I don't care, it's funny. It's the source filmmaker video every time.
It's true. I can't deny it. They're so funny though. Yay!
Yes.
Finally, we got past the chicken.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. What I get? What do I get? What do I get? What is it? What is it? Is it something good? That. Oh, you see, you could have stopped me.
Me?
Yeah, you could have let me know of the pain and how
I could've.
incredibly unnecessary that was. But you didn't.
But you want to be healthy.
That's true. Although I feel like just by getting the containers you naturally come across, you accomplish that pretty easily. Alright, let's go talk to Zelda. We'll go talk to Zelda, learn our sang, and then hit up the grottos and the canyons and what have you.
I've started grabbing the Kuko from Zelda, I guess. Or Malon, rather.
Melon.
Waiting for it to be nighttime, going to check Richard, then once I check Richard, then go to the castle.
Ooh, that's actually a good idea. I'll do that.
Just so I can,
It's routing. It's being more efficient.
it's just like slightly more convenient routing or whatever.
That's all.
Then like you're more.
That's like what the point of these is just coming up with like better routing. My beard is bothering me. I know that's a weird statement, but just trust me, it is. I'm seeing myself on camera and I'm just like, that beard's not right. I don't like it.
Trim it up.
No, it's fine. It needs like, I didn't brush it before I got on camera. I usually do.
Go beardless again.
God, no. Why would I ever do that?
I haven't seen you beardless since like. Wait, were you beardless on one of the PAXs?
No, I had a goatee. So depending on what you define as beardless, I guess. I did used to. That was when I worked at K's. I had to like keep the sides trimmed down, but I had this little goatee. But it couldn't be like long. It had to just be like flush, basically.
Yes.
And then for a long time, I had a full beard, but it just stopped like right here. And then I just decided to let it grow out, and that's been like a year, going on 2 years now. Am I beardless in that picture? Or are you talking about the one of me as a kid, as a teenager? Yeah, I'm beardless in that one. For some reason, I thought you were talking about the one I wanted to make the emote out of.
That one? No, you 100% have a.
In the emote one,
large
but
beard,
not
that
in
one.
the one of you know, the capitalism kills one or kill capitalism.
I mean, that one you're probably too young to grow facial hair.
I did, but it was very just like 5 o'clock shadow. I did have to
Exactly.
shave. I did have to shave at that point though. But yeah, it was just like 5 o'clock shadow. It never got to, you know, this length, obviously. Alright, let's see if I can get this first try this time. Yay. I have a habit of, like, going too short that first turn there. Navi,
Yeah, when I started doing the rando again, like, I messed that one up a couple of times, and I was like, how?
You gotta build habits.
It's not hard. Just couldn't remember the exact way to walk up that slope there.
I gotta wonder how I figured that out as a kid, to be honest with you, because I feel like I wouldn't have thought to, like, climb up the side of the hill there as a child.
Yeah.
But, I mean, apparently I
It's
did.
almost unintuitive.
Yeah, a little bit. You notice little stuff like that about older games, once you, like, get used to more modern, polished games. Because this was considered polished at the time, but, like, you go back and play it, and it doesn't feel all that polished.
No. There are certain things, but there's a lot of stuff that, by today's standards, is super clunky.
Yeah, no, I mean, there are parts of it that feel polished, but a lot of it doesn't feel polished. A chicken hatched from the egg you were incubating. It's the miracle of life. Is it?
Yeah, I like doing that routing, just doing, waiting for Richard, because then by the time you get here,
It's right on time.
it immediately turns into a chicken. So you just like it basically means you're not wasting a full night cycle on something. You're actually doing something.
Yeah, it feels a lot better being active during that than sitting here waiting.
You're still waiting a decent bit, but
Not as much.
potentially a lot less.
Yeah.
Implying if you wait for Richard later or not.
Bow, little, little, bow, little, little. I think I had that wrong, but whatever. I still have my 64 on with Rayman in it because I forgot to grab a memory card today. I'll have to do that.
You know, wait, you don't need a.
I do, but I
memory
can't
card?
find the damn things. I have like 3 of them, I think. But
I have like 3 or 4.
I tore this place up yesterday looking for it before I started the stream and couldn't find it.
Interesting. They're just not in any old controllers.
No. I may have. I don't think I would have, but maybe I like the game came through the shop that I just had to have like right then. That maybe I traded them in. I don't know because they actually trade in for a decent amount.
Really?
Yeah, the actual Nintendo ones sell for like $14, so they trade in for.
I got a couple Nintendo ones.
They sell for like, or they trade in for like $4 or $5 each, I think.
Oh, you know what I learned the other day that was super confusing to me?
Drugs.
The value of Xbox 360 wireless adapters.
Yeah, no, they're crazy.
Why?
Because people still use them.
Like that Xbox I bought for $10 had one, and I saw someone like on Facebook Marketplace selling one for like $20, and I was just like, what?
Yeah, I think ours.
No.
I think ours are $24.95.
Weird.
It's because like the arcades and the elites are super cheap. Like you can get those at retail for like $40.
Yeah.
But the only problem is they don't have Wi-Fi. Not built in anyway, so then you do that. It's just this weirdly specific set of circumstances that have led to them being worth more than they probably should be. So, something similar has happened with expansion packs. So when I took over the shop in late 2016, in December of 2016, we sold a Nintendo brand expansion packs for the 64 for $18, which even then I thought was kind of expensive, but like doable. They have since gone up to $36. And I think they did go down recently, back down to like 27 or something like that. But they've been kind of fluctuating between the two for a while now, and it's just
I almost wish I
insane.
bought more. I only have one.
I've got 2.
I only need one, but I have 2 and 64.
What song is
so
this?
it's,
What are you painting?
it's vanilla.
Yeah, it's vanilla. I can handle vanilla. That's not a bad thing necessarily. That means I can get into Zora and into parts of Goron City. Yeah.
It's true.
It's true. I was there. How many sculptures do I have? 7. All right. I guess I might as well go ahead and pick up the 2 in London. Yeah, 2 in London. I can go right now. Yeah, I'll pick up one extra one sometime soon. Go collect 10. Should be pretty close to nighttime, right? Where's some? No, Navi, shut up. I am brave. Leave me alone. You don't know what I've seen. You don't know what I've done. The things.
Wait, why are you waiting for nighttime?
I was gonna get it Scotchless. I thought, for some reason, I thought it was a lot closer to nighttime.
I mean, okay. Don't you want to go into Lon Lon Ranch during the day?
Well, I'm gonna have to. Yeah. I was gonna do both. I just didn't really think about which one to do first. I'm not as efficient. Oh, of course, now it's friggin'... Well, actually, this works. So yes, I totally did it on purpose.
Sure. I mean, like, I guess if you're waiting, like, you're gonna have to wait at some point, but...
Well, this way I can, like, because it's right at dusk, so I can, like, do the day stuff, leave for 5 seconds, come back, and do the night stuff.
Yeah.
This is, like, the minimal amount of waiting. Give me that good camera angle. That's not that good camera angle. Okay, that's an okay camera angle. I'll take that. Wiggy! Wow! Perfect! I'll take it.
Yeah, I did perfect on that one as well.
I don't get to do perfect too often on the Kiko game. That's a
Can't
hard...
really do it much
my
faster
God.
than that.
Healthy, huh?
Can't really do it much faster than that.
No, that's pretty much perfect. That's perfect as they can get.
Yeah, the seed was a pretty healthy seed. I finished it with like 14 hearts and double defense.
Jesus.
I might have had more hearts actually.
Double defense by itself is all I ask for. Like, that is one of my bigger nuts.
I don't remember where I found it, but I found it somewhere.
Hello, Marlon. Talk to me, Marlon. Marlon.
I
Marlon.
think I found it in a dungeon.
Oh, it's vanilla.
Yeah.
I feel like these songs end up being vanilla more often than they should for random.
I agree.
Because that's 3 seeds now, where Lullaby and Epona has been vanilla. And it's fun. Lullaby especially is actually relatively useful, so like I'm not mad about it. It just seems
Yeah,
weird.
it's got good early game movement options.
Yeah.
Bonus song's nice to have before like you become an adult, so you can get one right away.
Yeah, that's true. Bound and down and down. Bound and down, down, bound and down. I spent an inordinate amount of time in Lon Lon Ranch as a kid. Like, legitimately just, like, dicking around with the horses and, like, exploring. I don't know why. This is one of my favorite locations in the game as a chillin'.
I was very young when I first played this game.
Same. First played it when it first came out, I was 8. No, 7, excuse me.
I don't remember. Thing is, I played it probably when I was like 3.
Jesus.
Such
a bad boo.
Yeah, but I only like I didn't remember anything about this game, but like when I first heard the title, like the little title, Ocarina or whatever, when I got this game again eons ago, I kind of had that like wave of nostalgia, being like, oh yeah,
That's
I played
a good
this.
Feeling. I love that.
It
that
is.
feeling.
Just like I played this. So at that point, I'm assuming I played it when I was a youngin, because my dad played through it.
So
What my dad used to do was just like sit me on his lap and he'd play through his Zelda game when it came out. He did it for Ocarina of Time, he did it for Wind Waker and Twilight Princess.
Wow, that's kind of awesome, actually.
It was delightful.
They're good to me. I need to figure out the best Skulltula routes.
Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of like remember Skulltulas as I go along.
I feel like I'm getting more efficient with it.
A lot of it to me depends on like if you just end up getting like a hookshot or a boomerang early.
Yeah, no, if you get that or bugs early, then that immediately opens up so many to you. But like in general, I feel like I'm getting better about knowing which ones are where in normal.
There's actually a way you can
get
chase the box room pretty easily.
Really? How's that?
You only need to move one box once. The one box you have to move out of the way. If you just like hop into the little pit between the 2 boxes, you can move it over by one pole, and you can sneak in on that one pole.
Really?
Yeah. So you only need to pull the box once, and that's it.
Well, why don't you reset that and see if we can do that?
The only problem is it's awkward because Link always tries to grab every ledge ever, so it's sometimes hard.
He immediately starts grabbing.
Yeah, it's hard to finagle your way in there sometimes.
Huh? Yeah, you're right. Look at that.
It's one of those things that like I was like overthinking it, then I watched a streamer do it, and I was like, oh. Wow.
That's a lot easier than what I was doing.
It's really easy. Nice puzzle, idiots.
That's a whole $20. They didn't really do too many block puzzles in this game. Considering like how many they did in every other Zelda up until now.
Just like that, ice, and then the ice trial.
Yeah, that's it. Which I guess could be said for all the 3D. 69, ha ha ha. Thank you, RDS. You're a lovely person. We love having you around. That's a nut!
69 would be a lot cooler if there was a prime number.
I'm sorry.
It's not.
It's not. What's the closest prime number?
67? I think?
Yeah. Ready?
I think 67 is prime. I don't know.
I don't know prime numbers well. I never learned them really in school. He might be Shadow Dan. Yeah, possibly.
67 is indeed prime. I did
There
it.
you go.
Yeah. I got my way into getting a free sub the other day through prime numbers because I'm balling like that. A streamer was like, "Alright, I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 50. First person to type it in chat gets a free sub." And I was like, I'm gonna start doing prime numbers from 50 down. It's because the likelihood that it's like you're kind of working with like a person's. It's not random. You're trying to figure out like a person's pattern. And a regular person, when they're trying to do a number between 1 and 50, they tend to subconsciously avoid lower numbers.
Yeah.
Because people will guess them first.
Makes
And then
sense.
they tend to avoid even numbers and numbers divisible by 5. So I immediately just like started hopping on prime numbers going down. I did like 47, and then wasn't it like after that I did 43, and the dude was like, "You got it. That was fast." I'm like, "Haha, prime numbers and logic."
You're a very smart individual. You know that? I feel like we pick on you a lot for being goofy. No pun intended. With your sexy goofy emote. But like, in general, you're a smart guy.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I wish I could say the same about you.
I hate you. Notice I said you were smart, not that you were likable.
That's fair.
Kidding. I love you. You're one of my best friends. Oh, God. Oh. No. Okay, good. Hey, Serico. You
Welcome
saw
to
me
hell.
almost have a heart attack. Alright, what is it? It's seed pill. That's great. Grab chicken. Yeah, I did it! Finally! Ha! God, I've been wanting to freaking do that forever.
What?
Made it to where I didn't have to double dip Gerudo.
Wait, you could not double dip Bruto?
Yeah, what I just
What?
did. You just have to,
What?
like, grab the item and then grab the chicken super quick before it flies off.
Everything changes.
It's so hard.
What?
That's the first
What?
time I've been able to successfully do it in any of the randos we've done. I knew you could do it. I knew you could do it, but it's so difficult.
Routing is so much different. I'm no longer going to be upset to check that. Checking this always pisses me off.
I think I just made Fraser, like, orgasm a little bit.
It was like a cosmic brain moment.
I'm glad I could help you with that.
I have no idea. The chicken's gone. But...
Yeah, the chicken's gone now. You gotta get the crate first, and then, like, you have to... Alright, you have to land, pick it back up, and throw it back into the wall to, like, reset it. And then get the... land, throw it, break the crate, pick it back up, throw it in the wall to reset it, pick up the item, and then, like, don't even look at what it is, and then pick it up immediately.
So I knew there was a ladder at the bottom of the wall.
Yeah, right here.
It's crazy.
It's ridiculously difficult to do, but you can do it. With John and 3D. Is that fair? Bom, 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 bom. What was that even? It was a seed upgrade. Who cares?
Yeah, you can carry. I mean, it was another slingshot. He didn't have a slingshot.
Hey, Randy! I have a beard like Kratos. Also, thanks for the bits, Randy. Holy crap.
Thanks for that hot bit drop.
That hot 100 bits. Wow. You just blew Wolf and Jay out of the water. Poor Jay is up there on third place with 1.
Bodied. I'm tempted to. Oh,
So
okay, I'm gonna go watch an ad bit.
Okay.
Problem is, ad bits in Canada are super weird, and you can only watch them on mobile. And mobile ad bits are locked to 2 per ad,
That's weird.
so it's super not worth it. So let's watch an ad bit.
So let's do it anyways.
But two is more than Jay's 1.
That's true. That's very true. But yeah, Randy, thank you so much for that. Weirdly enough, you're not the first person to point out the Kratos thing. I had a customer do it right when God of War first came out.
Never mind. There's no ads available for me.
Isn't that like a regular thing?
Oh, never mind.
Oh, did you find one?
There it is. No, on PC, like on the actual browser, I've only had the ability for ad bits literally once, which I think I clicked the watch ad button so fast that it glitched out and was like, okay. ever since then, like it just doesn't let me at all, no matter how fast I do it. And I've literally never had an ad on PC since. I've only had the one. I've had a couple of Twitch RPG surveys. Bits, get like $1 or $2 here and there.
So, alright. You can't stream copyrighted content, like, in terms of... did I take? Yeah, I did. In terms of, like, you can't do, like, watch parties. Like, for anime. There you go. Jay is officially out. Poor Jay. I legitimately feel
you can if, like, it's something that's being officially streamed, like when Yu-Gi-Oh was being streamed on Twitch, like officially, people were doing like watch with me.
See,
and they'll do a restream.
Twitch put out the survey about like watch parties and stuff like that, and I'm like, I've wanted to do them, but I was always under the impression you couldn't. And Twitch, the survey made it sound like they were perfectly cool with it, and I was like.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Because I want to do an anime. Like, I wanted to have an anime night at some point in time. So, I don't know. I'm going to do some research of that, because if so... Oh, I threw that bomb when I didn't mean to. I would love to have, like, an anime night for people. I feel like that would be really fun. Yeah, I have money. Okay. Crunchyroll stream led to some legendary stuff, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Oh, great, now I have money. What kind of anime? I don't know. I watch a shit ton of anime. So, like...
Sure.
Pretty much just, like, whatever is on that I'm watching. Right now, I need to finish Darling in Franxx. I think there's one episode left that I haven't seen. I finished Megalobox. That was really good. That would be, like, a perfect one for watch parties. And of course, I have been watching My Hero Academia and Food Wars and stuff like that. Hello, Fire Arrow. That's actually not super useful, but also not like...
Fire arrows?
Yeah.
Fire arrows, you can classify that as a nut. It just loses value once you already have done fire.
Yeah, which I do. It's like, it's the low end of a nut. Has some nut potential.
Yes.
For sure.
You need a bow first.
Yeah, no kidding. This is the last of my normal, like, episode, or my normal beginning route. This is the last one, so we'll see where this goes.
Food Wars is ridiculous.
I love Food Wars. It's so good. It's way better than it has any right to be. It depends on when it was available, Serico, to be honest with you. I've always watched a lot of anime, and cartoons in general. I watch both of those. But, lately with Crunchyroll, I've been able to actually, like, indulge a whole lot more. Yay, useless money. Darling Frank's in it. See, I don't know the ending yet. What?
John's old username was... No, never mind. You had a website where you called yourself Anime Man?
Yeah, I did. I did.
So, it's been a hot minute.
I'm gonna reply to you, Randy and Serico, but I need to plan where to go next. So let's see. Let's take a look at Roger real quick. I think I've gotten all the frees at this point. Or at least the ones that I, like, immediately have available. Well, no, I still got, Zor's River. So we can do that and go all the way to Zor's Domain, because we have, Zelda's Lullaby, so we'll do that. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know the ending of Darling Frank's, and honestly, I don't dislike it, but I haven't been super impressed with it so far. And that's kind of not fair, because I'm comparing that to Studio Trigger's other stuff, which is... All of their stuff so far has been amazing. Although I did hate the ending of Gurren Lagann. But, like... Kill la Kill... Huh?
I didn't mind that ending. The show ended like 3 times.
Well, that's true. But no, specifically with the main female protagonist and what happens in the last episode. Like at the end of the last episode. That bothered me. Because it invalidates everything leading up to it. All of these, like, huge events and these epic fights. It just kind of is like, alright, you did that, but it doesn't matter. Like,
That's fair.
it irritated the shit out of me. I'm not even gonna lie. Gurren Lagann is technically not true, but it's a lot of the same animators, isn't it? I think it is.
I mean, depends on who wrote it. Really.
Well, it's Gainax, isn't it? But it's before Trigger existed. Like, I think the people who did Gurren Lagann ended up making Studio Trigger. I think. I could be wrong about that. I could very well be wrong about that. But yeah, with Darling and Frank's, like, it's more A1 Pictures' fault. You know, you're actually not the first person to say that, so I need to do more research into it. It just took forever for me to get interested in it. Like, I kept watching it because of the animation and how good the animation is, but it took a solid 12 episodes for me to actually give a shit about these characters. Like, I don't know what it was, but the writing on it just felt kind of dull. And then I noticed there's a lot of parallels with Gurren Lagann. Like, they recycled a lot of tropes from that, and I'm also kind of not cool with that. I mean, it doesn't, like, bother me that much or anything, but it's kind of weird. Whose emote is that?
I ate your pie.
Ah, it's cute. I like it.
Yeah, I think it's based off Yoshi's Island.
I think it is. That's what I was thinking. It kind of looks like a raven, but it's white. Also, why did I bring the chicken up
I
here?
posted the sweat because you didn't bring a chicken with you.
Yeah. Yeah. I was distracted talking about Darling and Frank's. But yeah, after like 12 episodes, it got me into it enough. When the two characters get married... Or no, you know what? Actually, I can pinpoint the episode. The flashback episode, where it goes back to 02 and Dumbass McGee, whatever the main character's name is. I kind of can't stand the main character, I'm not gonna lie. He's irritating to me. When it goes back to their childhood, that was the first episode where I was like, alright, yeah, I care about these characters now. But up until then, like, the only thing that kept me going was the animation. Because the animation's amazing, but of course it is, given that studio. And, like, it's kind of kept me pulled in just enough to keep me watching. So, Hero. Yeah, of course it is. Of course his name's Hero. To get modern. That's funny. A bunch of writers from a time when the story was revolutionary invented time travel to get modern animation talent. That's really funny. So yeah, I haven't been super impressed with it, but that's comparing to the rest of their stuff. And Studio Trigger puts out some stellar stuff. So that's kind of like unfair for me to say it's a bad one. It's not bad. It's just like a little bit low tier compared to the rest of their stuff, in my opinion. Grab the chicken. No! Chicken! 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 Chicken, no! God, this chicken's going insane. Bro, calm down. Calm down. Thank you, Jesus. That chicken, man. And what was the I don't remember what else we were talking about. Before, oh yeah, have you seen 3HG stuff? I do not know who that is. Or what that is, so no. I haven't. Or at least not that I'm aware of. Also, I don't know why I picked you up. I don't need you. Not yet. Bum 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 ba 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 bum. That is a fucking nut. Is that the second time we found the hookshot here?
I don't think so.
They're my favorite studio right now visually. What have they made, Serico? Give me some deets. Give me some reference. Because I may have seen this stuff and just don't realize it was that studio. Seems like something I would do.
Let's Google this. Japanese animation studio that has made such things as not that much. They made Celestial Method, Dimension W, Flip Flappers, which is the best name. Princess Principal, Sword Art Online, Alternative Gun, Gale Online. I don't know what that is.
I watched the first 2 episodes of
And
the
Black Fox. She's in it. Oh yeah.
Why did I let go of the chicken? I'm so dumb.
I gave up with Sword Art Online. So long
The
ago.
original series I gave up on as well, but I will admit I've watched a couple episodes of the spin-off, the gun one, and I've enjoyed it so far. Now, to be fair, I did enjoy the first season of Sword Art Online, and then they lost me. So,
I enjoyed the first season, and then I rewatched it and realized that
It's
I don't
terrible.
like. It is almost unwatchable. I don't know how I got through the first
No
season.
chicken! Oh, my chicken left me. I have failed. From what I've seen, the spin-off seems infinitely not as bad.
Yes.
So, I'm probably going to keep watching that. I know at this point they've built up a few episodes, because I stopped watching it in favors of Megalobox for a little bit, but now that I finished Megalobox, I should...
I'm assuming I've basically started calling Super dead for Dragon Ball. I lost interest so hard in Super.
I've never seen a single episode. I don't know
It like
if
Super
Dragon Ball's
started
aged that
out.
well with
Super
me.
started out by making fun of Dragon Ball tropes. Like it was so consciously aware of itself.
See, I feel like
And it
I'd
was
be
funny.
into that.
It was. I really loved it. And then it fell into those tropes again.
That's really sad. I
And
did
I
see
just-
apparently in the new movie, it's a new Broly movie. So I'll probably watch it just based on that because the Broly stuff is hilarious to me. If you've ever seen Team 4 Star's Broly movie, that is the perfect representation of how I feel about Broly. He's so cool! But that's so stupid! Like, that is the perfect representation of my feelings towards Broly. So I'll probably watch it just to see if maybe they're conscious about that. I don't know. I would love it if they are.
Yeah, I stopped watching Super like halfway through.
Matt was trying to get me to watch for a long time, and I probably will break down and at least, like, give it a shot at some point, but I'm not in a hurry.
The first, like, it started out so good, and then it just like bottomed so hard.
Well, the thing is, like, so when I was coming up, I watched a lot of DBZ, but that's because this is what was available. Like,
I mean, DBZ is fine. Like, I think DBZ is great, but it made some really iconic characters, and it had like
What
really
was
good
that?
design. What did I say about Flip Flappers? I said that it's got a really silly name, and I like it. Never seen the show, never heard of it. Oh, look, you can carry 30 sticks.
That's relatively useful. Is there a way to share your Crunchyroll queue? Because so, I would show you guys I have like over 200 shows in my queue, of which I've watched maybe 40, 50 of, somewhere around there. Mostly due to time constraints. Some of which I'm still currently watching, I guess, if you count, like, My Hero, and... In terms of completed series, I've probably watched, like, 40 or 50. I've watched, like, the first couple episodes of several more than that. I could get this Skulltula. Oh, shit, I should have brought a chicken with me so I can get that other heart, too. I'm actually gonna go back and do that. Like, I've watched the first and second episodes of several different series. Like, probably close to another, like, an additional, like, 40 or 50. And then I've watched the complete series of around, like, 30, 40, somewhere around there. And then there's about, like, a dozen or so series that I've tried to, like, keep up with periodically. Things like the Sword Art Online spin-off and Food Wars and Megalobox up until it finished the other day. For last week.
One thing with DBZ, like, my opinion's kind of weird on it. I did not like the drawn-out fight stuff. I did not think it was, like, epic or, like, very compelling. I found it really boring. A lot of the fluff is what I actually found enjoyable about that show.
See, that's how I was with Bleach. And people make fun of me constantly.
Dragon Ball did a lot better at, like, it's like own character writing and, like, kind of growing a character personality.
I'll agree
Where,
with
like,
that.
the fluff was more like showing personality in the characters more than just like, we're gonna, you know, do some silly, you know, filler episode. Sure, they were filler, but they were filler episodes that showed character personality.
See, I've always liked filler episodes. I've always had this weird.
There's
affinity
a
for
lot
filler
of
episodes.
filler episodes that do it poorly though.
There are
which will-
plenty of them, I'm sure.
But like there is some good ones that I don't mind. But like Dragon Ball, like the first series of Dragon Ball, the filler episodes in that series, god awful. Holy moly, they're so bad.
In which one?
Like original Dragon Ball.
I don't even remember there being that many filler episodes in the original.
There was
Dragon
like a filler arc. There's a couple filler arcs, and they're so bad.
Ball. I mean, are the Garlic Jr. bad? That's the question.
Yeah, I would say they're Garlic Jr. bad.
He's drawing out fights longer than they need to be. They did that a lot. And also, like, we got kind of screwed over here in the States because we had, yeah, I love that one too, RDS.
My favorite arc in Dragon Ball Z is production of Saiyaman arc.
But see, that one's
When
funny. I
when,
do enjoy
when
that one.
Gohan's like going to school.
Yeah.
I unironically think that is like one of the best written arcs.
Well, it's like, it's just fresh. Like, it's something that series
It's
didn't
fresh,
do.
and they add like it was one of those things where like they have to add a lot of character development and not that many episodes because they kind of skipped forward in time so long,
Yeah.
right? And they did it perfectly while also keeping a lighthearted, kind of funny way to do it. I think it was actually very well written and very well executed. I don't like Dragon Ball Z as much as a lot of other people do, but I do like certain parts of it a lot.
I can't see now. Okay. Sorry, my desktop freaked out for a second there. It's still freaking out.
Yeah.
Okay. Does that fix it?
It's gonna be great by the time you go to jump. Yeah, there you go, the waterfall.
Yeah, I knew that was happening. I just make sure the friggin'... Oh, shit, I haven't been saving or anything. I need to do that in case this thing crashes again.
Yes, you should do that.
It didn't crash last time, so... Maybe I'm a little too comfortable. But yeah, I watch a lot of anime. A lot of anime. I've been watching... Right now I'm watching Star Trek, specifically Voyager, because it's a series... Star Trek
It's
as
the
a
best
whole...
anime.
It's the best anime. No, King of the Hill is the best anime.
Woo.
Okay, Dad. That was like a mix between Bobby Hill and Donkey Kong. that's nightmare fuel if I've ever heard it. Friggin' Star Trek is a series that I've avoided like the plague my entire life. Okay, controller, I guess we're just going down here.
One of those things that has a very passionate fan base.
Very passionate fan base. A lot of stuff to, like, if you're just jumping into it head first, there's a lot of stuff to digest in it. Huge world. Like, and that's all good stuff, but, like, when you're a newcomer to it, that can be really intimidating. So I've always avoided it. But, my wife got into it recently. And we ended up having the series Voyager, which apparently is kind of like a little bit of a black sheep coming through the shop. So we picked up some seasons of it, and I got kind of addicted to it. It is very good. Like, I legitimately do enjoy it. I'm just having to, like, I'm trying to, like, get as much in as I can before I end up getting kind of burnt out on it. So we'll see how that goes. And that's cutting into my anime time. For a minute there, I was only watching the new episodes of Megalobox, Food Wars, and Darling and Frank's. Food Wars is on hiatus. Oh, and My Hero, of course. Food Wars and My Hero, I think, are on hiatus, and Megalobox finished. Now, Darling and Frank's, I think, is finished as well. Or getting close to it, anyways. Stupid piece of it hurts. So at this point, my anime well starting getting kind of dry.
Yes.
I guess I'm going to clear Jabu real quick because it's right there and it's a medallion. So we might as well. Oh, I can do the diving game first, though. You don't watch anything while it airs. What was the facepalm Samus for?
Sam is sweating.
Oh, is that what that is? I kind of can't tell, honestly.
She's patting her head with the
with the towel, gotcha. Okay, so yeah, the only episode I haven't seen is the last episode then. I know for a fact I had seen everything up until the most recent one, and if that was the last episode, then there you go. I might watch that tonight, probably not. I'll probably do it on Sunday night or something. Sunday I
There's
think
a new
I have
episode of My Hero tomorrow.
Wait, is it?
Oh yeah, I think.
Because they haven't updated in like two or 3 weeks now, so I figured they were waiting.
Are you looking watching dub or sub?
Dub.
Okay,
Or,
yeah, dub.
or excuse me,
They
sub.
moved back.
I don't watch
Yeah,
dub.
they updated. They didn't update last week. They updated 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
No?
The last episode was moving into the dorms.
Yeah, which was not last Saturday, but Saturday.
That's 2 weeks. Yes, I said 2 or 3 weeks, didn't I? Maybe I didn't say that. I don't remember. I knew they were on a quick little break there. And I think
It's
Food
just,
Wars
it's
as
just
well.
the mid-season break, because it's after 12 episodes, they normally do a hot break
Yeah.
for 12 or 13.
I don't know when Food Wars is going back. Food Wars, like, didn't feel like an end, like a between-season thing. I don't know, it was weird.
They did that between after season...
I
Either
know.
after season 1 or after season 2, I don't remember.
They
I think
took
it was
a
after
long
season
break,
2.
yeah. I guess
No, after season 2, was like, season 2 ended on an arc that was half finished, and season 3 was finishing that arc.
Yeah, I feel like they might be doing that. Hey, Kimura. Welcome to the stream. We're talking about weeb shit.
It's true.
It's true. That's what happened. Moip. I'll read the sign, you dumbass. Alright, go.
Oh, yeah, one thing I forgot to do in this seed when I made it is I forgot to add weeps on the hearts. But the seed was
really?
so healthy that I didn't hear heart beeps at all the entire time.
This isn't even a real seed anymore. Like this is no longer worth playing, Fraser.
I know, I'm sorry.
And you know it to be true.
But
too.
I literally never got so low on health that I would have weeped anyway because it was such a healthy seed.
There's a lack of moips. My phone was freaking out. Stop it. We done? Okay, thank you. But yeah. Part of the stream. Oh, that's awesome, Camaro. I didn't know you streamed. I did not see Devilman Crybaby. I heard good stuff. And it's on my list.
I saw a couple episodes of it, but I like watched them with a friend super late night, so I haven't had time to put like my own real time into it. I've heard good, like from what I saw, it was fucking terrifying.
Yeah,
but...
yeah, no, I've heard it's quite difficult to watch at times.
I'm not gonna say difficult to watch. It was just like, who has the brain to come up with this?
Dude, some of those
Like, honestly.
some of those designs I've seen. I saw Rebel Taxi's little quick review on it, and some of the designs he showed off are freaking amazing. There's another one that just has that really like fluid animation style. Ugh, that is a disgusting emote. Ugh. Playing Left 4 Dead 2 with Yami on it. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, you're a pretty big fan of his, if memory serves. Oh, that bomb's not doing what it's supposed to do.
Play Left 4 Dead 2 again one of these days.
We should, and this time you should not catch everyone on fire. That would be a good idea. I have to remember to actually do the friggin' fairies since I have Zelda's Lullaby for once. I'm used to that seed we beat where we never got Zelda's Lullaby, so like we never got to do any of the fairies. Yay, $50. I'm glad you had fun, yeah. Camaro. Really? That's interesting. I have seen Tatami Galaxy, and that show is weird, but good. I did not know it was the same guy. Although, now that you mention it, I guess, like, I can see some similarities. I mean, not so much in the horror, obviously, but, like, in the, Can I not get over? Okay, that's weird. I don't remember there being a post there, but sure. The pug. The pug of doom. But, I can see some similarities in the animation and stuff. Have you ever seen Tatami Galaxy?
No.
It's hard to watch sometimes, but not in, like, a horror way. More just in a, like... It's extremely fast-paced. Like, it makes Fooly Cooly look slow.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, if we're talking about, like, hard-to-watch stuff, like, Devilman Crybaby, they go to, like, some rave nightclub.
Yeah,
and,
I've
like,
seen that scene.
You seen that scene?
Yeah.
Where...
That was the first scene someone showed me of that show. Because it's such a, like, this is what this show is, so, like, get used to it.
Yeah.
No, like, at least with Fooly Cooly and it's, like, fast-paced dialogue and stuff like that. Like, it has breaks where, like, the dialogue slows down. Pretty much all of the time at Galaxy is, like, bam, 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 bam. Yeah, 2 years worth of events every episode. It's a little crazy. I don't have the boomerang.
That's why I've been posting emotes this entire time. I've been like,
Yeah.
I'm sweating, dude. I'm sweating.
I'm here, so I might as well dive.
You can only get one chest by diving.
Yeah,
It's so far away.
I guess. It was weird that part of me was like hoping it was the boomerang vanilla. That would have been funny.
I thought about that, but the likelihood of that is so outrageously low.
Yeah. Alright, well, in that case, we got Zora's River.
Because that's like the only thing in the game where the boomerang is 100% required, excluding like certain skeletal locations. So, the chance of, because that can literally be in any other chest in like the entire game.
Yeah.
Besides like Ganon's Tower. So.
You guys want to go on a fairy tour then? Just because I don't feel like becoming an adult quite yet. Although I think I'm getting close to dead ending at this point. But we can go get, I can go to the top of Death Mountain because there's 2 there. I can get the ferry and then the one on the inside of friggin' Crater. And there's some sculptures I can get up there. Which,
Honestly,
close to 2 sculptures are we? Oh, we only have 13, so yeah.
yeah, keep in mind the routing differences between us, how we played this seed. Because like that's the most one thing I like about Ocarina of Time Randomizer is like there's so much you can do for early routing that you could literally have the extreme of, oh my god, this seed's nuts, and then this seed's drying up fast.
Yeah. I mean, I've got a lot of good stuff, and I know I do. Like, there's a lot of stuff I could do as an adult.
So, Kamura, I played through this seed yesterday, and this was... I did.
No.
If, like, I took my sweet-ass time, mostly because I was half paying attention.
Same.
And, if I was actually trying to play to be fast, I could have beaten it in probably under 5 hours. So I gave it to John to see how he's gonna fare with it. But for the most part, it's gonna be like a big routing decisions and see like where you go early. I made a lot of interesting routing decisions early, and like every single routing decision I did like paid off immensely. So it was just like I took some gambles, and it just like every gamble worked.
Some good gambling you got there. Be a shame if something happened to it.
Anyway, I'll be right back.
Alright. Yeah, it's been good, Kamura. I've been enjoying it. It should be very beatable. Probably not beating it tonight, though. I don't even know how long I've been going because my friggin' window freaked out and now it's covered up. Do I have an uptime command? I don't know, actually. I feel like I do. Yeah, I do. Okay, so we've only been going an hour and a half. We got probably at least another hour. At least another hour. We'll be going. You know, I'll probably go ahead and call it. I wasn't like... I did a randomizer because it was the only thing I felt like I could concentrate on long enough. Because of my brain being kind of stupid today. So, yeah, that's what we ended up doing. But I kind of had no intention. Late time here again. It's not that bad. So, like away relationship, yeah. Apparently I can switch on to low latency too, which I need to do. If I can ever remember to actually do that, that'll help out a little bit with that, Serico. Gordon Fraser, anyways. Alright, let's see what old Sculptulas has for us. Anything decent? Bombs. Just bombs. That's not good. That's not. That would have been $5. If we didn't already have the bomb back, that would have been $5. Alright, I can't do Dompe Grave game yet because it's daytime. We got everything else out here. So let's go to the Great Fair real quick. Oh, you're talking about when I was... Well, okay, back in the day when I was streaming. Yeah, it's weird how much things have changed a bit since then. I mean, of course, in terms of, like, the technology of streaming in general, but also I feel like my quality in general has been improved greatly since then. I wonder how many of those streams are actually still saved in the archive. I don't actually know. They were fun times, though. That was the, I think the last time I streamed that was the race that Jay bucked out on. I think. Was that the last time I streamed Majora's Mask? I usually try and do an annual Majora's Mask stream, and I haven't done it this year. I probably will, though, at some point. How can I not? It's my favorite game. I do feel like maybe taking a break from it every once in a while wouldn't be a bad idea, though. Go away. There it is. Let's say, Jesus. Took forever and a day. So if memory serves, there's a Great Fairy up here and the crater. So that'll be 2 more to check real quick. And we could technically finish Dodongo if we wanted to. But it's a spiritual stone on one side. I'd rather not dive that if I don't have to. So we might just go ahead and go be an adult. We have the hook shot. We don't have the bow, though. But there's probably just some other freestanding chests we can do as an adult. Real quick, like. You can do fishing. For sure. Oh, come on.
Did you get the Scarecrow song when you were down there?
Yes. I did.
I almost forgot when I did that. I'd like went to Zora's, like went to walk out, and then I was like, wait a minute.
Wait just a minute. No, as part of my normal beginning route is getting Gerudo Canyon, and then because you come out in Lake Hylia.
Yeah.
What I do there. Oh no, I'm taking so much damage. Phil Swift, what have you done? Oh, wait, I have the friggin' slingshot. So I could also do Deku, but that's also a Spirit Stone, so I'd rather not do that if I don't have to. I will, though, if I need to. I just really don't want to. As much as I'd rather do those than some of the dungeons, just for time's sake. I'll have to dive them, I won't. Chances are there's nothing useful in them anyways. Give me that heart. Feels weird playing a Zelda game. I commented on this the other day. Feels weird playing a Zelda game. I can't, like, jump when I climb now. After playing so many hours of Breath of the Wild. Just seems odd. Bomb the shit out this wall! That's what I'm gonna do. Let's see, so I can check this ferry and Castletown ferry. Yeah. And then, well, if nothing good comes from that, like a boomerang, for instance, then we'll just go ahead and become an adult. That's a piece of a heart. Come on, wait for you. It's the thing. Three's company, 2. Alright. Let's actually unequip the shield. Remember to unequip the shield for once. So that when we can unequip the shield. Well, we're gonna be losing the shield.
Yeah, I did the exact same thing.
Yeah, oh well. Poopy! It's so hot! I forgot I named myself Poopy. I did that specifically for that moment. Also, Link, can you not? Get over there. Okay, no, Link. Oh, Jesus. I may actually be able to make it out of here. That's a nut. That's not a nut. That's a terrible nut.
Nope.
That's fine. Maybe it'll come in handy on Twitter over again. Huh?
Most certainly is not a nut.
Certainly is not. In my opinion, Breath of the Wild is the new greatest Zelda game now. I agree. At the very least, in terms of gameplay, it certainly is. Majora's always going to be my favorite, but that's purely nostalgia.
We've had this discussion before where, personally, I find it hard to rate Breath of the Wild amongst other Zelda games just because
it's so different.
Everything you look at when comparing them is so radically different that it's hard to add it in the comparison.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know why I took a long way down here. could have taken me out.
Yeah.
And now I'm too far gone. It would take me longer to climb back up there. Yeah, it's so different that it's hard to really compare. It's like apples and oranges, but in terms of Zelda games, it's definitely the one I have had the most fun on in decades.
It's the most fun one I've had on ever in Zelda games.
Probably
I'm
so.
saying that just because the experience of learning Breath of the Wild for the first time was the greatest experience I've ever had playing any video game ever in my entire life.
That's incredibly flattering, I'm sure.
Yes.
Although
like,
I get it.
I've never had that much fun playing a game for the first time.
I get it. Though,
It was
I feel the
addicting.
same. It was very addicting. How many can you kill Redads with bombs?
Yes. Or a one very well placed jump slash with a deck check.
Where the hell is that hole at? I don't remember.
Other side of the tree.
Oh wait, is it? I thought it was towards the
Yeah.
entrance.
Nope.
Yeah. It's like right here. No, right here. No. Right here. How about right?
Closer to the house.
How about
Your
right?
first bomb, the
Oh,
first
yeah,
bomb you placed on that side of the tree was almost there.
I got it.
Not quite.
Alright. Oh, frozen right in the middle of it. Oh no, 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 get away. Okay. So apparently, I thought like as soon as I unfreezed it would work, but apparently not. There we go. Where are you going? Are you grieving? Has this always been a thing?
What? What?
What just happened?
He's just like, oh, I guess he's dead now.
I think so. I've never seen that happen in any of my time playing this game.
Yeah, I never knew that's a thing.
That was weird. It's like he went to check on him. He's like, oh, guess he's dead. I'll go back to my spot. That was weird as shit, dude. Yeah. Save.
Hello, I'm Redad from Life Alert. I see you fallen and cannot get up.
Hope you're dead. Okay, I'll go back outside. That was weird. And that's $5. And a mouse.
Good.
$5 whole. So I need the bow. I got the hammer, so I could do. No, I need the bow for fire as well, don't I? Oh, I guess you technically don't need the bow for fire, do you? Not necessarily. You might need it for fire though, because there is at least one eye switch. Yeah. Oh, work is calling again. Hold that thought. That's my secret, Randy. Work is always calling me. And yes, they did.
It's true.
Also, thanks for the clip, Kimura. Oh yeah, the weird Redead thing. That was just odd. I've never seen that. It's like he locked on to the other Redead. It was kind of sad. You killed my friend! Is what I imagined was happening. He was sad. He was very sad. Did I miss a grotto? The only other grotto is a Tectite grotto, isn't it? I think it is.
Where, on the overworld?
Yeah.
There's one by the gate that you got. There's the 3 that are all down between Kokiri Forest and Zora, or the lake, and then Tectite Grotto.
Yeah, okay. So there's only Tectite yet. What was I gonna do before I became an adult? Great Fairy. That was right. My train of thought got interrupted by the work call.
Yeah.
Wealthy Wandering Louse Charlie the Unicorn.
Wow.
That's such a weird... I love Twitch's, like, strings of URLs whenever you do a clip. They're always so entertaining. Alright, so let's see what the Great Fairy has for us, and unless it's something, unless it's the boomerang, then we will be going to the adult time. The 18 plus time. 17 plus, I guess, technically, canonically. La, 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 la. Nope, that's not a boomerang. That's bombs. I don't need bombs. Also would have been $5 if we didn't already have the bomb bag. Alright, so let's go be adults. Let's grow up together, children. Yo, catch me, because I don't feel like climbing up that ladder. Thank you. Probably around another hour tomorrow, yeah.
I'm like writing down how we routed through this because I kind of want to talk about it after you're done streaming.
Yeah. I'm not gonna have too long after I'm done streaming, though, I'm gonna be honest with you.
No, I'm writing it down so it's just like a brief. This is what I did, and this is how stupid lucky I got.
I'm curious because you said you didn't become an adult for a while, but I haven't found any, like, super progressive items besides the hammer and the hookshot. And the hookshot's kind of not super... What am I doing? Super useful without the bow. Oh, yeah, it's nighttime. I could try and brute force the Tetris game. That would be funny. I did get these leggings. Alright. Let's see what to do now. Oh, that's all good, Kimura. Like we said, you need to take care of yourself first. Don't worry about us too much. When you kill a Redead, the other Redeads come over and eat the body. I never knew that. That's ridiculous. Huh.
It's terrifying.
Terrifying, yeah. I feel like I've never come across that. Given, like, I don't really go out of my way to kill Redeads in this game, so maybe that's why, but, like, that's absolutely intense as hell. to Kakariko first. I guess we can get one more sculpture there. We can do both Dante races real quick. Yeah, we'll start with that. I don't think we can dive in any of the dungeons at the moment. Shadow, we can technically dive. No, we can't because we don't have magic. That's right, that's useless. Spirit we can't do anything with. Fire, I think we can technically go in. But we may not be able to finish it, and Forest we can't finish for sure. So, we need to go some overworld chests more than anything. Yeah, yeah, flip, slap,
Scott.
skip. We need some songs. That's what we need. We're in desperate need for sangs.
Sure.
Oh, we can do the shooting gallery while we're here too. My favorite. Can't do this off a long shot. Maybe I did need a long shot for this. I feel like I didn't. I feel like this is one of those things I did pretty early on as a kid, or as a kid in real life. I mean, maybe I'm mistaken about that though. Nah, I should be able to get on from over here. That's right. I think. I think.
Haha.
There we go. There we go. Yeah. Oh yeah, and Andrew too. I mean, I always forget about adult Andrew. And we can select songs. We can do a lot of stuff here in Kakariko pretty early on. Okay, Kamara. Oh yeah, that's close. Thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it. We will see you next time. I won't be streaming tomorrow, but we'll be doing another probably very long stream on Sunday, where we're doing another randomizer. So look forward to that. And hope everything that goes good, or can go good, goes good. Another vanilla. That's 3 vanillas in a row.
Wow.
Aw, thanks for the hugs. But that opens up bottom of the well, though, which is a shit ton of chests. So if we need to go back to being a kid, we can do that.
Yes.
La 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 la. Kamara says bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Yeah. Ooh, and I can... Do we just never needed long shot to get the heart piece up here, or was hook shot enough? I don't remember.
Long shot. I tried everything my last seed to get up there without it.
Without long shot?
Yeah, I tried every angle, couldn't do anything. I even tried, like, moving the graves around to see if there's a better angle. It was a no-go.
Yeah. Because I don't think you can see it from right here. You can
Okay.
kind of see it.
But every time you, like, would get close, it would just bonk off the wall.
Yeah. I don't think that.
And I spent a good 10 minutes on it, actually. I tried every angle, like, way longer than I should have.
Yeah, I mean, that would be pretty useful, to be fair, so don't blame you.
Yeah.
God, Jay and Matt are blowing my phone up, talking about some stuff. I don't even know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
I think Fortnite something. I don't mind. It's funny. So ever since you told me about that straightaway on the Dante race, this has become much less stressful. So I greatly appreciate that.
It's just a quick time save.
Yeah. Well, you can get 59 seconds consistently even if you're not rolling. And
yeah,
that's what I like about it.
It's still not the easiest thing, but it adds a little more consistency to it.
Yeah.
It's like a safety net.
It has helped considerably with having to deal with this stupid ass controller. Oop, don't hit me with the fire. Okay.
My best time is still the 55.
He threw the fire on me. No, so that's fire and rolling. I may not do it. Well, this is the first one. I can do that pretty easily.
Yeah, getting hit by fire also doesn't matter. But keep in mind that you gotta save and quit after this one.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Which sucks.
Might still be able to get 59, actually. No, right at his minute. Minute 01.
Yeah.
Yay, what is it? I'm gonna try and do that crushed in the door thing that, Boog was talking about the other day. It's $5! Alright, let's get crushed in the door. Oh, nope. Couldn't do it. Save. Also gonna save state just in case. No. Dang it. Save state. Software set. Poopy! Oh yeah, I guess I should see like which things are which on here. Alright, so that's forests. High mountains, so fire is vanilla. Goddess of the sands, that's water. One in Poopy's pocket. Okay. On the House of the Dead. That's wow, so Shadows vanilla as well.
I think so. I think it was.
And then Spirit, yeah. So that means I don't have to do Shadow.
Yeah. Yeah, and Forest was the light medallion or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, the light medallion, that's right. Or something like that, I don't know. The medallions are in those.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always end up like being one behind because I forget about the light medallion. Just because you always give it to you. I don't really think about the light one. Somebody want to check uptime for me? Again, because my window's not working on...
2 hours.
Right at 2, okay.
On the dot.
Sweet. We'll go for a little bit longer. I'm going to try and get at least 2.5 hours. Yeah, because I probably can't go too much later than 10 o'clock my time. It's kind of my fault because we're starting so late, but I needed food. And like I could have started and then taken a break like 10 minutes into it, but that would have been kind of annoying.
Yes.
So. I heard somebody talking. Chip, blip, clap, burp.
Scared.
Shit. I'm the scat man. I didn't do Sun Song. I can do that as an adult.
No. Yes, you can, yeah. Yeah, I was wondering about that. I was like, did you do that?
I didn't. Know. I didn't even think about it until I walked in a while ago and saw the freaking headstone. I was like, oh yeah, that's a thing. I have Zelda's Lullaby. Again, like after Last Seed, I'm so used to not having Zelda's Lullaby.
Yeah.
And I don't even think of them at, like, it's things.
Yeah, last time we didn't get Zelda's Lullaby at all.
Yeah, no, we beat that entire seed without
Super
so slow
weird.
though. Alright, I may have screwed this one up a little bit. Oh,
Yeah, just like wait for him to slam a door closed and then you can just reset.
I might still be able to make it.
A lot of rolls. When you get to the room with the with all the big pillars, if you hug the wall all the way across, like you can, it gets you like a straight roll angle opposed to following his direct path. Rather, I don't know, it's hard to describe. Just go along the outer wall, and it gets you like a long roll angle or side hop angle. Slightly fast. It saves like a second. But you also don't have to worry about him throwing fireballs on you at that angle. Yeah, easy peasy.
Yeah, like I said, it's just way more consistent.
Yeah, the 59 consistency.
Another piece of a heart. Alright, well, at least we get another chance at this before I save him.
Yeah, this is a really healthy seed. This seed was weird because I kept like getting a piece of heart, being like, "Oh, first piece of heart in a while." Then I realized that, wait, no, that's my fourth piece of heart. And then like 20 minutes later, I get the same thing. Oh, that was the first piece of heart in a while. Oh, wait, it's another. It's my fourth piece of heart.
It's weird.
All right, yeah, you can show. Wait, can you leave behind Dompe's grave? Is there like a little floaty nonsense to take you out of the grave or something?
No, there's not. You can get
So
crushed.
what's the benefit?
Oh, you
So
talking
what's the
about
benefit?
you talking about at the beginning? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
there is. So like you can get crushed, and that puts you back at the beginning, and then you can teleport out. It's
Yeah,
just
that
kind of
might be
hard to pull
something
that
worth-
crush off.
That'd be something worth practicing.
Yeah. Saves a lot of time from having to backtrack like crazy. Which I need to wait for it to be daytime. Well, no, I can go do the graveyard real quick, and then I don't have to wait anymore. Well, no, because the chances of me getting Sunsong... Actually, chances of me getting Sunsong Vanilla are apparently pretty good, because every song I've gotten so far has been Vanilla. I feel like I'm just basically playing the game at this point.
Yeah. Honestly. I'm a scat man.
Yeah.
Scat!
Scat. Cat.
Cat! That is still in my top 10 Christina moments. I hope that she knows this.
I'm sure she does. Whether or not it matters to her, I have no idea, but I'm sure she knows.
So what if I've been lying to you this entire time and this is actually just a 50 Skulltula seed? And a big Goron Sword required seed?
I mean, Sculpture's not that big a deal because I always try and pick them up as I see them anyway.
So it's like, this seed, the second pair of hands is on Big Goron quest,
That would suck.
and the third pair of hands is locked behind the second pair of hands.
I mean, you don't need a third pair of hands usually, so...
No, but that just means that there's no option to find the other pair of hands.
Ah, true.
And then light arrows are behind Big Goron quest, and you get the pocket Kuko. And like 50 Skulltulas is Mirror Shield.
Would
How
not
would
be
you feel?
surprised. I mean, whatever. Like I said, Skulltulas don't bother me that much because I know how to grind them quick enough now. Big Goron would suck. Yeah. Big Goron sword, hookshot, and bugs. Like, I'm good.
Like, at least when you're getting all 50 Skulltulas, there's a reward after every 10. So you're technically getting 5 items.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can, for the most part, play the game while getting a lot of those rewards, just incidentally. Nice.
Oh, it's a warp song, finally.
I'm a scat, man.
Serenade of water!
It's true.
A little intense there.
You were really grasping for that. Serenade of water!
Water! Morty, water. Get the hell.
I turned myself into water, Morty. I'm water Rick. I'm going with the flow.
It's the new meme! Ooh, almost. No, I don't have magic. Son of a crap hanger.
Rick and Morty fans make me upset.
It sucks because the
But,
show is so good and some of the fans
yes.
are. That video of the dude freaking out at McDonald's is still the most cringy video I've ever seen.
There was a lot of those people, though. It wasn't just that dude.
There's one in particular. Yeah, I'm sure there was. It's ridiculous. There's a bunch of idiots. But that dude in particular, like, that was like, all right, well, that's enough.
That was just a terrible promotion. That they should have been like, haha, that's funny. No,
Yeah, it required
they
call
they
out.
either have to go like fully stock it everywhere as if it's like a real promotion.
Yeah. To be
Or
fair,
just not do
like,
it at all.
I do blame McDonald's for that, because, like, you either should have, like, stuck to your guns and really set out to do something,
Either
or
Go
not
all
have
out
done
or do
it.
nothing.
Yeah, or, like, you know, throw a mention on Twitter.
I liked how they handled it by like bringing out of the vaults like huge freaking jugs
Yeah, no,
that they sold off. That was fine. I would have been fine if they left it there.
They were so, and they made it a contest, like, that again would have been fine, but then, like, you're like, yeah, it's gonna be publicly available, and then you have, like, 2 packets at every other store.
Yeah.
That's bullcrap.
I just love that some dude was selling packets of Szechuan sauce from the 90s for
Yeah.
like
Dude,
thousands, for
A
like
chick
tens
bought
of
a
thousands.
car
of
with one, like,
dollars.
that shit got ridiculous. I'm glad I remembered to move out of the way of that boulder.
Yeah, we're just waiting for nighttime.
Daytime.
Daytime.
Daytime, nighttime, brother, had my share. And then went home with another man, but I still don't seem to care. Hello, Andrew.
Good times, bad times.
Check
I had my share.
That's a recovery heart. That's useful. Might have left home with another man, but I still don't seem to care. God, this is so much better with my controller being accurately mapped.
Yes.
Hip, hip, hip. First try. I struggled at so much the first seed we did. Yay,
Yeah,
more money.
it's because your controls were garbo.
It was so bad. It was so frustratingly bad too. Okay, I'm curious because you mentioned like getting a good item and you stayed a kid, so I must have missed a chest as a kid somewhere. You said you took a gamble. Maybe that meant you dived. Because I didn't really dive anywhere.
I mean, item?
Hmm?
Item? Is it an item?
What?
What?
I don't get what you're saying. I'm gonna go fishing. Just trying to think of like what to do next. I'm like, well, I got the Serenade of Water.
Another one of my bit alerts I'm gonna do is gonna be Hans
Gonna be what?
and Franz.
Hans,
We're going to pump you up. I'm so happy.
Thanks for the dollar. Oh yeah, the green yeah. I saw that there go. What is under this grave? It's a fairy fountain, isn't it? Ooh. I just remembered something. I don't have the bow. I didn't remember something. I thought I remembered something. I thought wrong.
He weighs over 300 pounds and is wearing a fedora with a neck beard. Only fit for a kissless virgin.
So rough.
I'll have some Szechuan chicken nuggets.
Chicken
Szechuan
nuggies?
shot.
The chicken nuggies. Hi. Yeah, I remember your bullcrap song.
The ogre looks back to the crowd. Wubba lubba dub dub. The entire crowd of chubby Shrek rejects respond. Wubba lubba dub dub.
I fear for my life.
Terrifying.
He kind of is. Like, have you ever like been surrounded by that particular group of people? It can be terrifying.
Like terrible, like over fandom people. Yes, I have.
Yeah. Well, you've been to a convention, so.
Yes, I've been around Chugga Conroy fans
God.
with Chugga Conroy present.
Not all of them.
Oh, some of them are super cool.
I don't know though, dude. Like the friggin' Markiplier line that one year.
Oh yeah, those would be a lot worse.
That
But
was
I purposely
rough.
avoided any of that. Whereas, like when it came to the Chugga Conroy stuff, I was like, I'm kind of hanging out with people who are in the area. Or in the certain cases, I'm hanging out with John because we actually had legitimate conversations and like hung out like reasonable human beings. To the point where at this last PAX East, when Jamie and I were wandering around, John out and about, and he was like, "Oh hey, like how's it going?" Like, Chase, I'm like, "Oh hey." I mean, I know we've met, like, this is my 4th time, Jay's 3rd, but...
I think John's just a stand-up dude, honestly.
Yeah, it was legit. He was like, so how was your flight? You came to the West Coast, right? I'm like, oh, yeah. He was like... Jay was giving him wedding advice.
Just a cool dude. So I guess you can't get the scarecrow on top of the laboratory without the launch?
You can, it's a finicky angle.
Where is it?
Wait, what, with the hookshot on top of the laboratory? Yeah, you can hookshot with a regular hookshot. It's just a really finicky angle. I messed it up a couple times the first time, and then my last attempt I got it.
Where's the angle?
It is doable. I do not know. I would imagine it's closer to the house or close to the house as possible. Could not tell you. Probably like perpendicular to it. So, yeah. I don't know. It's one of those that the reticle won't be on him, but it'll be like just in the last reach.
Mm.
Going at a diagonal angle might not be the best. You might have to go straight on.
But the crows, Fraser, the crows.
Yeah, they're kind of assholes.
Oh, there we go. I got it.
Yeah, it's a weird angle. You don't expect to get it. You just kind of sneak in there.
I have to call work. I'll be right back. Also, my controller apparently is going up because I'm not touching it right now.
Just leave it. Tell her I care about her. Be happy.
I watched all that happen, and I could do nothing to stop it. I tried to pause the game, but the emulator window wasn't selected, so it wasn't reading any of my inputs.
Oh, did you walk off the edge?
No. Oh, did you not watch that nonsense?
Did a crow hit you?
A crow hit me as I was, like, as it was, like, auto-climbing up the ladder. A crow hit me and knocked me off, and then another one hit me and knocked me off the land and
I thought
into
the crow that
pit.
you killed was the crow that normally trolls you there.
No.
So
I think they respawn super quick if memory serves too. I tried to pause the game, Randy. I was clicked off of the emulator window because I had to mute myself. It's a recovery hard anyways. So it wasn't reading my inputs on the controller. Get out of my way, crow. Crow!
I think I got hit by a crow into the recovery heart when I got mine. I was like, thanks.
This was a pointless endeavor.
Yeah.
Good to know that you can at least get that with the hook shot, though. That's actually useful.
Yeah, it was one thing that I honestly wasn't sure about.
Who the hell just sent me a Snapchat code?
Porn bot?
Probably?
Me as a porn bot? There's a person in a chat that I watch frequently, or like a stream I watch frequently, who their user's like half bot, half person. Like they programmed their own account to have like bot commands and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's super weird. For the longest time, like, okay, that's just a bot. And then every once in a while, they'll say something like that was not programmed by a bot, and I'm like, wait, what? Was it someone else? And then like everyone, and then it'll come back to bot commands. I'm just like, all right, man.
Bots are getting scary, like 100%. I can buy razors for you. I don't want razors, man. I'm good. I haven't bought razors. Actually, that's not true. I do buy razors whenever I need to like trim the sides and stuff. But generally speaking, I don't buy razors. Who keeps sending me Snapchat codes? Stop it. It's like a password reset code. Which is scary because, like, I don't have Snapchat and I've never had Snapchat.
His beard is thicker than McDonald's milkshake. So welcome to all you new peeps. We're playing Ocarina of Time Randomizer.
Hammer arm. I'm thick. My beard is thick.
That's a lot of C's.
that's like one too many C.
No, that's not too. But they don't hand out C's like that often, John.
C's are expensive. But thank you for the offer.
You don't value the C's.
Hammer arm. We are playing. This is a randomizer, so we're having to play it on an emulator. Well, we don't technically have to play it, but I don't have an EverDrive, or a modded Wii, so we're playing this on an emulator. Yeah, Serico, bots can be insane these days. Anyway, for the new guys, welcome to the stream. Hopefully...
You're super cool.
This Snapchat thing, like, I've gotten like 7 Snapchat password reset codes, and I'm starting to get worried about it. That's concerning. Thank you. I try to be super cool. I disagree personally. I'm very self-conscious. But... Shut up, Fraser.
Right. Just go back to fishing, Jesus Christ.
I couldn't have said that in a more dickish way. I'm very self-conscious. Like, at all. I'm very self-conscious.
Go back to fishing.
I'm going back to fishing. Oh, right. Thanks for the follow, Anthony. Yeah, Tumblr's got a lot of, am I a gay like you?
I wouldn't be surprised if half of Tumblr...
I don't know. What kind of gay are you? I mean, it's a legitimate question. Because I might be. Technically. What were you saying about Tumblr? I interrupted you for the gay thing.
God damn it. I say, like, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, Tumblr, like, over half of Tumblr is Steven Universe bots, but all the actual Steven Universe fans don't notice because they're so just, like, completely enveloped in Steven Universe.
Steven Universe, as someone who I very much love Steven Universe, I'm a huge fan. I cannot stand the fandom sometimes.
No, they drive me insane.
They are so volatile sometimes. It's ridiculous. No, I'm good, Hammer Arm. Thank you. Oh my God, more work.
Oh, right. I don't know if Christina would be happy.
Thank you for the follow. Probably not.
No, those are some dank follows. Thank you, everyone. Oh, right. John is talking to his work, and I don't know if I'm muted. It's great. Alright, he's talking about people leaving the shop. He's listening to other people talk. He's not saying anything. He's telling people to go ahead and do something. Oh yeah, do that deposit. Ooh. Yeah. All paperwork in the morning. Oh, that's... Oh. Whew. Can't contain myself.
Oh, if only you were calling me sports fan.
So how about that paperwork in the morning?
How about that paperwork in the morning? That sexy, sexy paperwork in the morning. What do I need to do now then? Are you okay? did you have a gasm? Were you gasming? You sound like you're
Paperwork in the
gasming.
morning.
Paperwork in the morning.
Back to fishing.
Back to fishing. Nah, finish fishing. I got the I can get a Epona and go to Gerudo, I guess. Might do that real quick. No,
Want
I
to
don't
risk
wanna
Gerudo without the
do that.
bow?
Yeah, I was kind of like, I thought that for a second.
you can, but like
I've done it before, but I kind of don't want
that sounds absolutely miserable. I mean, like I guess can
It's
you
not
kill
that
them
bad.
with or knock? Can you knock them down with a hook shot?
I believe so, yeah.
Can you bring out the slingshot?
I don't think you can do the slingshot, but I think you can do the hook shot. Well, all right, what are my other options then? Let's take a look at it. I can't dive in any of the adult dungeons. Well, I can, but I can't like complete any of them right now.
You can like say hello to the forest. No, you can't even get to forest double because you don't have a summon for it.
Yeah, I can't get into either. I don't have Saria either. That is correct, Serico. Volatile is one of my favorite words, weirdly enough, and I don't understand why. I don't know. I just like the way it sounds. How many sculptures do I have? 16. I could grind sculptures, but eh. I don't know. We might go ahead and call it here. It's right at 10. I don't know what my uptime is, but probably about 2.5 hours.
2 hours and 22 minutes.
Yeah, around that. Shorter for a rando, but
Alright,
like I said,
so I
it's
wanna-
a short one. What?
I wrote down my path to go mode. Every single thing I did, or kind of generalized thing I did.
Lay it on me.
And I want to tell you how stupid it was for this same scene.
Mhm.
So in Kakariko, I got the hammer, got Rudo's bottle, I got all that stuff, the deck is upgrade. And I, when I said where I was considering what am I going to do instead of grinding,
Mm-hmm.
when I got the shield, I didn't want to grind 40 more rupees for the guy, so I just dove the entirety of Deku. Inside Deku, I found the Zora scale, the Zora tunic, and the bow.
So all I was missing was Deku then.
And then I immediately went to the river from Lost Woods, like immediately just walked on the river from there. In there, I got bombs, hookshot, went back when I got bombs, went up to Goron, found all that stuff. From the top of Goron, I dove down to Kakariko, found Din's Fire, Serenade of Water. Or I guess I didn't have Zelda's Lullaby yet, so I got Serenade at a different time. But went to Castletown, did Zelda, got the slingshot, went back to Malin, went to finish Deku because I forgot to check what it was. I got a shield at the end of Deku. Walked up, went to Saria. Saria gave the song to go to Spirit. I did all of Child's Spirit. Went back as an adult. Immediately went to GTG. Got Light Arrows, Wallet, and Magic. Did Horse Archery. Got the Long Shot.
Just by me not diving Deku, or rather choosing to grind instead of diving into Deku, which is usually something I'm okay with. Y'all make fun of me for being okay with diving Deku all the time. Well, Jade has done it more than you have. You made what I've been having as a dead-end seed into an amazing seed. That's kind of awesome that you can take that.
And then, well, you also didn't go check Saria for a song.
I did not check
Saria's song was the Requiem of Spirit. So I went and full cleared Child. I think I got the Stone of Agony, which let me know for a couple locations. And then, like, from there, I went to Kakariko, went up to Goron, got the Crater song, which I think was... I don't remember what it was. I don't know. It was something. I got first set of hands. I went and dove Dodongo's cavern. The boss of King Dodongo had the boomerang.
That's ridiculous.
I walked up to Ice Cavern, got Sun Song, used the Sun Song location in the graveyard, which I had from a chest tell me that it was the Goron tunic. I did Hylia adult cleanup, got me the Lens of Truth, dove bottom of the well, and hit the last 3 items for go mode.
Jesus.
My first 3 chests in bottom of the well were Mirror Shield, Second Hands, and what else was in bottom of the well? I need
So I could have done...
and hover boots. And then at the bottom of the well, I had go mode before diving a single adult dungeon.
That's insane. That really is insane. I could have hit the bottom of the well and actually done pretty good then. So.
Yeah, all of those
Which
were
is probably going to be my next step. All right, so we're gonna raid. Who are we gonna raid? Somebody play Mario 64. Let's find a person. This person is doing speedrun for Mario 64, I think.
Amazon Prime Day starts
Oh,
July
shut up with the
16th.
Amazon Prime commercial.
But yeah, like I just like made all the correct plays in that entire seed.
Yeah, but,
Whereas
I mean,
like I chose not to like go out of my way for random stuff.
it's amazing that
And
that a decision like that can make such a big difference.
Did you
Well,
guys
I
make
like it
an
wasn't just
emote?
that. It was the decision of diving going through Dodongo's cavern, which
Yeah.
it's not a as you see
not
it's
a
a
required, yeah.
spiritual stone. And I just dove it when I was in the area as an adult and it had a required item for go mode.
That's true. So that would have dead ended you at some point in time. Alright, so we're going to... Let's listen to this dude and make sure he's not, like, mad offensive or anything. Don't think he is. Seems cool. Speedrunner. Jimbo. Alright, yeah, so we'll do this, dude. We're gonna raid this guy. No, no message. Just, hey from Polygon John or something like that. I don't know. So hey, say hey to him for me, and thank you guys for watching. No stream tomorrow night, but we will be streaming Sunday. Another Ocarina of Time randomizer, possibly a full one, depending on the seed. But it will be a much longer stream than this. So we will see you guys then. Bye bye.
Wow, we are actually gonna lose a lot of time.
Goodbye.
Where did all this time loss come from? I don't remember feeling anything. Like Christmas Miracle was